Sports, it's in the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Seattle.
I got you, boy.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Tempo, ready?
On first down, Manning. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer. It's Walter Payton. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And now they'll shift things around. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action. Now Manning. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
From midfield, here's Manning. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
On first down, it's Moon. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7 to 7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
60 Bobcat. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready.
On first and 10, Moon. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Back him down at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Moon. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 27. From the gun, here's Moon. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Coup able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Manning. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got Harrison left side complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Now Moon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Moon. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Manning. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Hester. Oh, good move. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a first down throw, Moon. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. One final try now for Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run again with Lynch. A solid stiff arm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, the run with Lynch. To the 43, 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Lynch up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Manning on third down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
To throw, Moon. Complete here to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run for it with Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Moon to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Seahawks 17, Colts 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. middle. Here's Dickerson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Peyton up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. To throw is Manning. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go now.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Early down stuff's put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority
1. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Dickerson trying the right side. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough for all
is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. Now Hester will get a shot. Returnable here for Hester. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They run again on first down. Lynch. 72 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Moon. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They force that club. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
12 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. Down at the 25. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Charles, you get into these those overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Ready.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
They try again with Lynch. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Check that. Ready, right?
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.